Hi, I'm David Dodge. Welcome to Green Energy Futures. What if we could use natural gas to get us 90 to 95% of the way to net zero and save more money while doing it? In Michael Liebreich's Pragmatic Climate Reset, he argues we need to stop being absolutists, saying things like we need to get to 100% renewable energy tomorrow and stop using fossil fuels at the same time. He says we could use flexible gas engine power plants to radically reduce emissions, maximize the use of renewable energy, and save money at the same time. What's not to like?
My name is Anders Lindberg and I work for Wärtsilä. I'm responsible for the Wärtsilä energy business globally, and Wärtsilä is a company in marine and energy sector. It's about 18,000 employees, and we have 7 billion in sales, and we're active globally. And our sectors, the energy and marine, stands for about 1/3 of the global emissions, and we are here to help our customers to decarbonize their businesses and supporting them doing that.
Wärtsilä just played out two scenarios for getting our grid to net zero.
Two different alternatives. One without pragmatism, where you go all in on renewables and battery storage, and you do the whole energy transition with that alternative. The second alternative is that you do renewables, battery storage, but you add flexible dispatchable gas to support the renewables introduction.
These flexible gas plants are designed to support the maximum cheap renewable energy and only run when they're needed. And here's the best part. You save $65 trillion on the energy transition.
If we look at the total world, you actually reduce the cost with alternative 2, where you add flexible engine powers to the alternative. You reduce the total cost with 42%, which is equivalent to 65 trillion, and you do this up until 2050 then, to meet the net zero. So it's a huge implication on the cost side. But not only on that, you also reduce the emissions with...
What we see today is exactly the wrong strategy. Replace coal with large combined cycle natural gas power plants that are very inflexible and lock us into significant streams of emissions for the life of the plant. And they also make it hard to integrate cheap renewable energy.
So we did a study in Chile, and Chile is a country which has actually been very successful in introducing renewables. But what still remains besides the renewables is a lot of coal power plants. And as we discussed, they are inflexible. So they actually had a blackout last year, I think it was. They had a blackout caused by the inflexibility of the system.
What happens when you replace 30% coal with about 12% flexible gas?
But if you instead replace those with more flexible power, you could continue with a good price of renewables also to implement more and more renewables. And we saw that then in 2035, you would actually be 96% carbon free, and only 4% of the energy would come from gas fuel.
Besides, when the future arrives, we'll probably know how to get to net zero economically.
It's only the last 3 to 5% where you need to switch to sustainable fuels. You can also support the system with gas and still stay below 5% of the energy coming from gas.
The genius of this is you've replaced 30% coal production with 4% gas production, and you've eliminated the vast majority of emissions while saving a lot of money. So, use some gas, get close to net zero, and Bob's your uncle. Learn more at GreenEnergyFutures.ca. For Green Energy Futures, I'm David Dodge.